you all. I am Rakshita, going to take social science classes for you. Let us start our social science class. Today I am going to teach you the first chapter in the history part, how, when and where. What is the title of the chapter? How, when and where.
Yes, dear children, when is your birthday? Or do you remember any dates or events which related to your life? Yes, the present is a continuation of the past you stated from your date of birth. Isn't it? The present is a continuation of the past you stated from your date of birth. This is what actually history does. As we studied that and as we knew that history is a systematic study of the past events, isn't it? Yes. It gives a sense of continuation by means of date, periods, and eras. History gives a sense of continuation by means of date, periods, and eras. And there was a time when historians were fascinated with dates. But a date is not the only thing that establishes a connection between the past and the present. We need relevance, and that relevance is established with the help of the knowledge about how and where. The first chapter in the history part is all about these three pillars of history, that is, how, where, and when. How, where, and when. How was the past events took place, and where did it took place, or when it took place? These are the three important questions which arises in our mind when we look back to the historical backgrounds of the history, isn't it? Yes. So these are the three important pillars of history. They are how, where, and when. I hope we will find the answers in this chapter regarding to the historical aspects. Let us know about how important are dates. How important are dates? It's very important to know about the dates because without dates we cannot know about the rulers or the past events and all, isn't it? Yes, through the dates only we came to know about on which date, on which rulers were crowned or the battles were fought, isn't it? Yes. So, history was synonymous with dates. History was synonymous with dates. Means history was connected with dates. History was connected with dates. It was related with dates. So, if we don't know about the dates, we cannot say what was happened during the past time. You may heard people say, I find history boring because it's all about memorizing dates. Are you heard that? Because history is all about memorizing dates. We should know that when a particular ruler was ruled or when he was crowned or when a particular battle was took place or where did it took place or why it happened and all. isn't it? So, history was synonymous with dates, means history was related or connected with the fact of dates. And history is certainly about changes that occur over time. History is certainly about changes that occur over time. Means it is because of dates only in history we are finding out how things were in the past and how things have changed, isn't it? Through history only we will find the answer for the past questions and how the things were in the past and how things have changed, isn't it? Means we will find the answer of the past events. How was it before and after, isn't it? How the human beings were lived in the past time and how was their lifestyles and how they have been changed in a present scenario, isn't it? Through the dates or through the string of dates in history, we will find the answers for the changes that occurred or that changes have been take over time. And history is associated with string of dates. History is associated with string of days. Yes, obviously, we heard lot of events and some of the important or significance relating to some of the places or rulers and all, isn't it? So, in history, definitely some of the stories hides, isn't it? Some of the stories hide behind the history, and such stories are associated with string of dates. For example, we knew that the Battle of Plassey took place in the year 1757, isn't it? And the British East India Company was established in India in the year 1600, etc. There are so many events or so many dates we go behind because of the help of history, which associated with dates, isn't it? Yes, for example, when did the Battle of Buxar took place, or who was the founder of Mughal dynasty, or why the Europeans invaded India, or how was the trade link between India with other countries, etc. There are so many events or there are so many questions can find the answer with the help of history, which is associated with string of dates. In our day-to-day life, we can see so many incidents or we can observe so many things, but we are not aware about its historical backgrounds or its history, isn't it? Living in the world, we do not always ask historical questions about what we see around us. And we take things for granted as if what we see has always been in the world we inhabited. But most of us have our moments of wonder when we are curious and we ask questions that actually are historical. For example, most of the people are having cup of tea in their day-to-day life, isn't it? Or we can watching someone having cup of tea at the roadside. You may observe that. But do we or do you think anything about the history of tea, or you people are traveling in a rail and all, isn't it? But when we sitting on the window side of the train by looking outside and all, do we think when were railways built and how did people travel long distances before the age of railways? Some may think or some may not, isn't it? But living in the world, we should find answers, or we should always ask historical questions regarding these things and all. So, historical questions refer us back to notions of time. Historical questions refer us back to notions of time. But time does not have to be always precisely dated in terms of particular year or a month. Means sometimes it is actually incorrect or fixed precise dates. Means we cannot say that date is correct because sometimes it may be incorrect. For example, we heard that Battle of Plassey took place in the year 1757, but we don't know that that year is really true or not, isn't it? Because we are not exist during that time. So, and even sometimes the records which tells about some of the particular year, or even sometimes the particular month or date also, we cannot fix our mind that it is true or it is correct. Sometimes it may incorrect, or sometimes it may false statement as well. For example, we cannot fix a date for a tea. Means people in India did not begin drinking tea one fine day because they developed taste for it over time. So, there can be no one clear date for a process such as this. Similarly, we cannot fix one single date on which British rule was established or the national movement was started, or changes took place within the economy and society. Means all these things happened over a stretch of time. It not happened in a single day, or it not happened or took place in particular one single date or day. It or those things happened over a stretch of time. We can only refer to a span of time, an approximate period over which particular changes became visible. So we cannot fix the date for when people of India begin or started to drink tea, because it's not the incident which took place in one fine day. It is a process which developed over a time. Or we cannot say when the human beings started to cook food. We cannot fix a particular date for that, because it was the process, or it was changes which human being cultivated over a period of time. Okay? Yes. Those particular things or changes became visible after a span of time. So, we can say that history only refer to a span of time, or an approximate period over which particular changes became visible. As we knew that history is the study of the past events, isn't it? Those past events are associated with so many dates as well as reasons, isn't it? There was a time when history was an account of battles and big events, isn't it? That is associated with so many big events or battles. They are associated with string of dates. For example, it was about rulers and their policies and their administration, or historians wrote about that, isn't it? And the year when a king was crowned, and when the year he got married, and the year he had a child, and the year he fought a particular war, and the year he died, and the year the next ruler succeed to the throne, etc. These events are specific dates can be determined, isn't it? These incidents or events which can be associated with specific dates. It's not like the story of tea or coffee, okay? Yes, because these events are particularly determined with specific dates which were the historians were recorded. And even the historians were wrote about some of the other issues as well, and even about other questions which regarding to the history. And they look at how people earned their livelihood and what they produced and ate, and how cities developed and markets came up, and how kingdoms were formed and new ideas spread, and how cultures and society changed, etc. For example, we came to know about the Indus Valley civilization, and there we came across so many detailed information about the people who living around that period, and how was their lifestyle, and how they built cities, and their cultures and all, isn't it? These information which are associated with specific dates, isn't it? These issues are associated with particular string of dates which were recorded by the historians. So, we can say that the dates which are associated with some particular or specific events, and sometimes it may correct, but sometimes it may not correct, means sometimes it is incorrect. But history is connected with dates, or history is associated with string of dates, and it refers us back to the notions of time. Yes, by what criteria do we choose a set of dates as important? Yes, or on which base we have to choose a set of dates? Yes, the dates we select, the dates around which we compose our story of the past are not important on their own, because they became vital because we focus on a particular set of events as important. Means if our focus of study changes, if we begin to look at new issues, a new set of dates will appear significant. For example, it's very important to know which dates we have to select, or what is the story of the past are associated with that dates, because dates are set of events, or it's a string of stories, and even it is the story of the past. So we have to select the dates in particular, because through that we can came to know about the events as well as some of the story of the past. Why dates are important, or which dates are important? These questions haunting us, isn't it? Means which dates we have to select, or what is the significance of that date and all. For example, Warren Hastings subsidiary alliance, or Dalhousie's rule that adopted children have no right on the state, etc. And it was a seemingly never ending succession of governor generals and viceroys. All the dates in these history books were linked to these personalities, because those histories were written by British historians in India. So, those events or those stories of the British viceroys or governor general are associated or related to the British perspectives. Suppose when we write history or a story, we divide it into chapters, isn't it? Because it is give each chapter some coherence. This means that the old dates will no longer have the significance or important they earlier had, because there are so many changes have been took place over a time, and so in this process we focus only on those events that help us to give shape to the story we are telling, isn't it? So, a new set of dates will become more important for us to know the new story of us. Yes, dear children, let us recall the points which we came across in today's class. How important are dates? Because history was synonymous or associated or related with dates, and history is certainly about changes that occur over time, and history is associated with string of dates. And we should know some of the historical questions. We should find the answers for that, because historical questions refer us back to notions of time. And if you are thinking which dates we should select or why it importance, then we should find the answers that dates are important because that associated with some of the events, means dates are set of events or story of the past. This is all about today's class.
Yes, dear children, I hope you understood today's class. Thank you.